Hi, my name is Shreya Srivatsan. I'm from the US and I'm a third-year student at the University of Michigan. I'm majoring in microbiology with a minor in French, and I'm currently on the pre-med track to hopefully become a practicing medical professional someday. So the admission process was pretty overall straightforward and pretty easy to follow. When I applied on the Global U website, I submitted my resume, and not long after I applied, I received word back from the first interview. And at this first interview, it was just a general get to know me, general interview. And afterwards, I was accepted to continue with the process. And I got in touch with an internship coordinator who connected me with various companies who wanted to hire me as an intern. And through her, I was able to set up some interviews with companies all around the world. And afterwards, I got some acceptances, and I was able to choose between these for the company that I wanted to work for. And as I mentioned previously, I am on the pre-med track. So when I applied to Global U, I was really looking for an internship that would hopefully give me a bit more experience in the medical field. And eventually I was put in touch with Dr. Starr from Minerva, and I started my internship soon after. So I'm interning for the company Minerva, which is based in Costa Rica. It's a company that focuses on neurofeedback for patients, and what this is it's a system that measures your brain waves and allows the provider to retrain your brain. So it has a lot of applications, even in healthy people. And as an intern for this company, my job is to help my boss, Dr. Starr, with various tasks. So like sorting through data, acquiring literature and papers for research, and editing documents so that we can submit them to the public and just give a bit more information about the company. The onboarding process, it was mostly straightforward. Dr. Starr started me out with some general lectures about neuroscience because my internship is more in the field of neuroscience, and this is something that I wasn't, 100% experienced in. So these lectures gave me a bit more information about the field and about what the company was involved in. And he also had me kind of shadow some staff members to see the kind of roles that they were fulfilling, the kind of jobs that they were doing, and to get me acquainted with the entire company as a whole. And we frequently had meetings as a whole, as a company. And that was more also to get me acquainted with how everything works. And as I continued learning a bit more, I started slowly getting assigned tasks, and they were obviously easier to begin with, but as I continued, I started getting more involved in the company, and I started getting more and more difficult tasks. And because of this, I was able to slowly kind of make my way into settling into my role as an intern. I have meetings usually 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. Occasionally we'll have more meetings as needed, but I'll usually have meetings as a way of check-in and general update about the things going on in the company. So we have a lot of patients all over the world, and so sometimes there will be surprise updates, surprise news, and so these meetings are just meant to kind of keep me on my toes, make sure I really understand, everything that's going on. And usually every Friday, when we meet, I'm given the assignments for the week in advance. Afterwards, I will be able to communicate with any other staff members that I'm assigned to work on it with. And from there, we'll be able to divide the work, divide our responsibilities, and finish the assignments that were given on time. And most of these tasks can be completed on our own time. So as a whole, it's a pretty laid-back experience. But there are some things that need to be completed ahead of time, or they need to be given a special importance. And in those cases, it will be specified to us that we need to finish it earlier than we expected, and so then we can coordinate, accordingly and finish it then. But mostly it's a pretty laid-back experience, getting to work with a lot of new people across the field, and it's very fun. Yes, I definitely would. I think that going into this process, I didn't fully know what to expect, but not only have I gotten the opportunity to learn a bit more about the general field of neuroscience and the technology that's associated with it, I've also really gotten to solidify my interest in the medical field, and I've been able to meet a lot of new people and even make new friends as part of this internship, which is something that I was it was unexpected, but it was a really valuable part of the experience. So I think in general, being in this internship has helped me grow as a person as I do my work, and I definitely would repeat it. I'm looking forward to kind of continuing with the rest of it.
I'm so happy to hear that. And well, to finish, is there any fact that you would like to share with us as something about your experience?
Yeah, sure. So I will say that, before this internship, I wasn't 100% sure about wanting to go into the medical field. Like, it was something I was interested in, but I wasn't, I didn't fully know if that's what I wanted to go into. But now that I've done this internship, now that I'm in this experience, I really know that this is what I want to do. So for just in general, anyone watching this interview, if you're unsure about whether you want to apply, if you want to do it, I would recommend that you just go for it, because I was unsure too, but in the end, you never know how much you'll learn. And this internship opportunity really gives you an opportunity to not only form invaluable connections, but also find out if, this is truly like the field that you want to pursue and be a part of. Thank you so much.